Every year, nearly 3 million shelter animals are adopted across the U.S. Adopting the right pet shouldn't be an impulse decision. So in today's Find a Friend segment, sponsored by Rascal Animal Hospital, we have Dr. Gonzalez telling us what to look for and how to find the right rescue. So welcome back, Dr. G.
Welcome back.
Okay, you got a couple of crazy ladies.
These
with
are
you.
crazy puppies, and it's funny because they were like so paralyzed, like not knowing what was going on, and now that they're used to the area, they have been nonstop playing.
They are adorable. They're from the same litter, right?
They are from the same litter. These are Sadie and Lola. And yeah, they are from the same litter. They were rescued from a high-kill shelter in Kentucky. So now they are looking for a good home, and they're for adoption through Dash Animal Rescue.
So even hearing that, a shelter not always in that situation, is that the best place for adoption, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, you have these high-kill shelters, and most of the reason is because they're the overpopulation problem. And when you have these shelters that are such high volumes, you have a higher risk of diseases like parvo, distemper, and a lot of other problems.
So that is, we're going to talk about finding a credible rescue organization. That's kind of the first thing you want to look for if you're going to adopt a pet, right?
Absolutely. You want to make sure that they are a 501c3 nonprofit shelter organization. You also want to make sure that they have good recommendations or good references. The best thing is, you know, if a friend of yours has adopted from a shelter and they're happy with the adoption process, that's definitely the way to go for it. But just making sure that you're not going through, like Craigslist will have a lot of, you know, looking for a place to put a dog, or, you know, pretending to be a rescue, because a lot of them are scams.
And you have to watch out, obviously. And you got to do your own homework. I mean, can you find that stuff mostly online, calling them?
You can find a lot of information online. Most of the rescues, I mean, there are rescues that are foster-based, so it's not necessarily saying that if they don't have a facility, they're not a good rescue. They can be foster-based, but yeah, go online, you know, do your searches and make sure that they're a reputable place.
Okay, Dr. G, you tell potential pet owners to look at their household situation a lot of times. What do you mean by that?
Basically, what we want to do is, you know, like these puppies, they're pretty hyper, they're pretty active. You don't want somebody that wants a puppy that just going to sit and watch TV.
Yeah.
You know, they're not going to fare well in that environment. Also, not every dog is good with little kids. Not every dog is good with cats. We want to make sure that the environment is good for the dogs, so that it's a good match that ends up being a forever home for the pet.
And that's something, house, apartment, yard. I mean, you have to kind of consider everything.
Absolutely. And, you know, and with apartments, you want to make sure that you're getting a dog that fits within the bylaws of the place that you live in. You don't want to get a puppy that, oh yeah, right now it's only 10 pounds, but it's going to be 60 pounds when it's, you know, when it gets older, and your apartment only allows a 30-pound dog. We get a lot of people that get rid of dogs because they have outgrown their size.
And you shouldn't necessarily change your situation to suit a pet. You should try to find something that fits in what you're living.
Absolutely. And some places, like I know Franklin County Dog Shelter, for instance, there's a lot of places that will do like personality assessments for the dogs. And they will say, this dog fits better in this type of environment, in this type of household. So when you go in, you don't have to guess at it. You kind of have an idea of what's going to be the best dog for your environment.
And when you choose your rescue organization, usually they do some things off the bat, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like a lot of these rescue places will get them. Hey guys, ease.
It's tug of war time.
I know.
Dr. G, and you're trying to get in the middle of it.
I know. So a lot of really reputable rescues will spay and neuter before adoption. That is key. You want a place that believes in that. There's also going to do vaccinations. A lot of them do microchipping. So you want a rescue that has a good established relationship with a veterinarian to make sure that the dogs have been taken care of prior to being adopted.
And the other thing you mentioned briefly, you want to stay away from Craigslist, any kind of ads selling puppies.
Exactly. Things that, if it sounds sketchy, probably is. So you want to do your research.
And you can do your research, and you can do a lot more. This Saturday, you have a big event coming up.
Absolutely. This Saturday is Fetch a Friend event, and it's at the Ohio Expo Center from 10 to 7. And it is an event that is geared for people looking for pets. So there's going to be a lot of different rescue organizations having animals that are available for adoption. And again, you can meet these people, you can meet the animals, and get an idea of what the different rescues do, and find a rescue that fits what you need.
That's perfect, and that is this weekend. Again, it's a free event, so you can come out starting at 10 a.m., right?
Absolutely, and it's National Pet Week, so it's a perfect time to look for a pet.
Perfect, and where can people adopt Lola here in Sadie?
Dash Animal Rescue, they have a Facebook page, and they also have an email or a website address.
Okay, perfect. Well, thanks for being with us.
Thanks a lot.